Hello and welcome to this new session in which we're going to talk about a very fundamental question of is MBA worth it in 2023? Is it worth doing MBA in 2023 is the question, right? Okay, let's take a look at that. And I'm going to do in three parts. First, I'm going to talk to you about the financial aspects of doing an MBA. Then I'm going to talk about non-financial aspects. And third, then I'm going to talk to you about my own life, right? So interesting? Take a look at that. So first, let's look at the financial part. So if you do an MBA, the fees of an MBA, as I saw on Google this morning, ranges from about 12 lakhs to 32 lakhs for the whole course. So it's minimum 12 lakhs to 32 lakhs. And what do you invest in addition to that money? You invest 2 years of your life, right? And maybe more, but definitely 2 years because you need to prepare for CAT as well as you need to do. So 2 years minimum is the investment that is needed in that. Now let's look at what kind of returns do you get financially, right? And I have few quick calculations done in front of me. Now, if you were, a engineering graduate, right? Now, what you would do is on the lower side, you would get, if you don't do an MBA, you'll get a job that will fetch you about 4 lakhs annually, give and take, right? Unless you are able to crack in a great company. But on an average person, as I see the engineering graduates, get about 4 lakhs after they pass out for the campus. Now, similarly, if you look at on the higher side, you could be, getting 8 lakhs. On the lower side, 4 lakhs. On the higher side, 8 lakhs. And again, 2 years is what is required. Now, again, let's look at the lower spectrum of the person who gets 4 lakhs. Now, after spending, let's say, 12 lakhs, let's understand that he goes to not such a premium college. He is able to work on the lower side. And he spends about 12 lakhs of the fees on the lower side. And also there's an opportunity loss, right? He's earning 4 lakhs a year. So in 2 years when he's studying, he loses that. So his total cost is the direct cost of 12 lakhs as a fee and 8 lakhs as an opportunity cost. So invest about, let's say 20 lakhs, give and take, right? Right. Now this person who works like this, who invests in this, would get, I would say, about 16 lakhs. He would get 16 lakhs from passing out. That is the average median salary from institutions, or you could even consider an average salary from a non-IIM type of campus as an 8 lakhs, right? So he gets an 8 lakhs rupees. Now, he would have been, if he did MBA, he will get 8 lakhs. And if he didn't do MBA, he would be getting 4 lakhs. So his incremental compensation, CTC, is about 4 lakhs, right? So he invests 20 lakhs and incrementally he gets 4 lakhs after doing his MBA. He would have got 4 lakhs, he gets 8 lakhs on the lowest side. So to recoup his 20 lakhs on a plain simple calculation, it takes about 5 years, right? Make sense? So he gets additionally 4 lakhs a year, invests about 20 lakhs, and so it takes about 5 years time. Let's look at the other side, on the other side of the spectrum of the fees and the compensation. Now, if you, on the higher side, he could be getting an 8 lakh salary instead of 4 lakhs, and as an engineer, you could be getting, as a non-MBA, you could be getting at 8 lakhs per annum. So again, there too, you invest, and if you take a admission in a IIM, let's say one of the top IIMs, you would be spending, let's say, 32 lakhs. So your investment is 32 lakhs plus 2 into 8, it's 16 lakhs. So you invest about 48 lakhs. So instead of 20 lakhs, you invest 48 lakhs. Now, since you are going to a premium IIM, a premium MBA institute, you start getting a lot more. And let's say you get instead of 8 lakhs, you get 16 lakhs, an average compensation, right? So if you look at this, 16 lakhs, and if you so additionally again you get 16 minus 8, about 8 lakhs, right? So 8 into, let's say, 8 6 48, right? So that's the kind of so it takes about 5 6 years again, 6 years again. Yeah. So on financially, what we see is on an average it takes 5 to 6 years to recoup your investment that you made. So that's on the financial side. So that you might say, hey, isn't that too much? Possibly. Now let's look at non-financial side. Now, in terms of career growth, if you don't do an MBA, would the management career be open to you? Unlikely. Unlikely. So the doing an MBA opens the doors to management career, right? And as a result of that, your career growth is much better, as I will illustrate through my own example shortly. So the biggest advantage of doing an MBA is better career growth. And it may be financially not that great because it takes you 5 years time, for 5 to 6 years time to recoup, which is not bad given a lifespan of, let's say, 75, 80 years now. So only one tenth of you investing only in the 5 years to get your money back. But the bigger thing is that it opens the door to a management career. If you are non-MBA and if you are in operations or in sales, you will continue at best to become a regional sales manager. But if you are an MBA, you can become a managing director. So it opens up the doors to, and as you see in many companies today, that they need MBA students, MBA graduates to come into management because it does give you that extra edge over non-MBA in managing people, managing businesses, formulating strategy. Right? Right. So let me take my own example. I was an engineer. I passed out of BITS in 1978 and I worked, and my initial aim was to become a scientist, to do some R&D, and I joined L&T as a graduate engineer trainee, and I found myself doing commercial jobs, making estimates, managing people, production, floor, doing the night shifts. So that's where I said, hey, if this is what I'm going to do, and if then why not get into management straight away where this is the core rather than being a second fiddle, right? So I got into another company called Engineers India Limited, and basically to find time to prepare for my CAT examination. And there again I found there were lots of people who were non-MBAs. They were frustrated. They were stagnating. So the fact of life will be non-MBAs would face stagnation, whereas MBAs have much better chances of growth. So what did I do? I did my MBA. I prepared for 1 year, got into IIM Bangalore, which you heard about. And that gave me a lateral entry into management career by being a management trainee in Hindustan Unilever. Typically, if you are not an MBA, you would enter as a junior manager, as a territory manager, and you would slog your way through to become a regional sales manager at best. But here I got an opportunity to enter as a management trainee, work for 2.5 years in area sales manager, then got into a role as area business manager, wonderful opportunity, became a product manager, and I was even lucky after there when I switched to Johnson & Johnson to become a national sales manager. So in 10 years time, I could become a national sales manager, which you can't think of if you're not an MBA. And the journey did not stop there. That continued. During this MBA, what I learned came tremendous use to me. How to handle people, how to manage teams, how to formulate strategies, how to solve problems. I am very sure that if I had not done my MBA, I would not have learned about all those things and I would not have applied them, given the benefit to companies and got what I got in return. So the MBA has a more long-term value. It is an investment for your life. It can change your life significantly. You get into a different league, so use that word. I'm not denouncing the careers of engineers per se. They have their own value, right? But if you're an ambitious person, you want to become a managing director at some point of time in your life, then doing an MBA is a better choice any day. So that's what I wanted to tell you in this lecture. If you have any questions, do feel free to get in touch with me, message me, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.